Hello guys, today I'm going to show you the basics of Scratch online games. So the first thing you want to do if you want to make one is to create your project and name it whatever you want. I'm naming mine Online Tutorial. And the first thing we need is a one-click green flag click block, of course. And a forever, wait, we're gonna use a repeat until actually. I'll explain why we're using this later. Repeat until key space is pressed. I'll explain why we're doing this. And we're gonna go to mouse pointer. Now make a block, right, cloud, run without screen refresh. And we're gonna throw it in right here. So now we're gonna need a variable and name it cloud1. And click this. If that doesn't show up for you, you are a new scratcher and you cannot use cloud variables. But all you gotta do is to become a normal scratcher is to share a few games, and if people like them, you should get an invite, and you could comment on people's projects. So now you're going to click OK, and you get this message right here. Only numbers, not letters or symbols. That's fine because we don't need to write any letters or symbols in it. So over here in write cloud, we're gonna need an if else. And if equal letter 1 of x position equals dash, then we have to set cloud to join 0, and we're gonna need this, and absolute value of x position. So the abs operator removes the minus, and since the letter 1 is a minus and cloud variables cannot support symbols like that, we'll have to replace it with a 0. So the way we're doing that is removing the minus and putting a 0 here. Else you could just set cloud1 to x position. This is when it is not in negative. And now all we gotta do is duplicate this, make a new variable, cloud2, cloud variable, and then replace all of this with cloud2. And you could throw away all these x positions. And now we're going to use the y position. So now we have our x and y positions in the cloud. So let's test it, and it works. So if we go on the left, we have 0 instead of negative. So if I just leave it there, you can see it's 0175, and next to the name of the sprite, you'll see the x position is negative 175 and the y position is 89. So that's all being set to the cloud. And now this script is done. And now I'm gonna explain why we used the repeat until. So when key space is pressed, it'll stop this repeat loop. And then when key space is pressed, we're also going to have to read the cloud. This time we're using a forever. And make a block, read, cloud. Run without screen refresh. So how are we going to read the cloud? Well, I'm going to explain. So throw a read cloud in there. And then in this block, we're going to do another if else, just like the right cloud one. And if equals letter 1 of cloud 1 equals dash, or equals 0, because 0 represents the dash here, then we're going to remove that. And the way we're going to do that, we cannot actually use the abs operator here because it's a 0, not a dash. And the way we're going to do that is to create a new variable, xposition red. And then set xposition red to letter 2. We're going to use the join block. Join negative. And another join. Letter 2 of cloud 1. Duplicate this. And now it's letter 3 of cloud 1. Duplicate this, and letter 4. He'll set xposition red to cloud 1. Duplicate this, oops, not that. Duplicate the if else block. And change everything to y position and cloud 2. We're going to need the new variable, y position red. And it's not a cloud variable. So over here, change this to y position red, and cloud 2, cloud 2, cloud 2, cloud 2. Now we have the writing and read cloud here. Now use a go to x, y block, go to x position red, y position red. Now make sure you save the project, and we don't actually need to share it yet. I'll show you how to test without sharing the project. So all we gotta do is see project page, go full screen, and we gotta duplicate the tab. And yeah, put this here. Click the green flag. Now click into this window and press space. Now we could see that our cat on the right is moving just like the cat on the left. So if I move it up, the one on the right goes up. And the one, if we go down, it goes down. Just like that. But it does have a problem with going diagonally. So you can see it goes zigzag a little bit. And we're gonna fix that issue in episode 2. Or part 2. So that's gonna be it for today. Thank you for watching and hope this tutorial helped.